You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Yep, Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. We are The Breakfast Club. Envy's not here, but we got a friend to the room. Mr. Marlon Wayans is here.
Yes. Y'all need some sound applause.
Yes.
Marlon Wayans. Yes, I'm
Marlon
here
Wayans,
in
one
the
of
house.
my favorite people in the world.
What's up, baby girl? How you doing?
First of all,
Spit your
congrats
gun
on
out.
season 2 of Marlon. It's hard to get renewed on them white networks.
Yeah, you ain't lying,
But
boy.
you did it.
We got that good pick. We got 10 episodes, which is better than like 3. So I'm not happy. I'm not mad about it. But for me, I was like, why not 22? It gives me more time to do. I'm ADD, so I get to do everything. I get to do 10 episodes that I could concentrate on to make sure every episode is really funny, and then I can still do my stand-up and tour, and then I can still do a movie or 2 a year. So I mean, multiple streams of revenue. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be like Charlamagne the God.
Yeah, I had that.
I want a book. My daughter gave me for Christmas. My daughter gave me your book.
Wow.
Yeah, I only read 2 pages. It's good so far. Great intro.
I had the opportunity to see you though opening for Dave Chappelle too.
You was there?
I was so excited.
Snap.
I was like, I'm glad I came this night because Marlon Wayans is up.
Wow, you was there. Wow, that was a big night for me because many people know I do stand up, and that was a big audience, and it's opening in front of Dave, and all the comedians on the bill was so funny, and I was just like, Dave was like, yo, you want to get on? Come on, come rock, come do some time. So I was like, all right. So I went up, and it was I just want to be a part of history. He sold out like 20 something shows in 1 month, which is historic. Most comics back in the day, you sold out Radio City twice. You like, yo, Martin sold out Radio City 5 times. Dave sold it out 20 something times. What a monster. So I was like, let me get on that, and feeling the energy of that stage, knowing I was preparing to do a special,
right.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna drop my first 15 right here and see how it does. And it was a great response, man. People laughed. Some people got up. I was like, oh!
Yeah, I heard Netflix offered you $15 million right after that 15 minutes you did on Dave's show.
You trying to give Monique a heart attack. You trying to kill Sister Monique. Brother Love trying to kill Sister Monique. She got $14 million. You trying to make her little ponytail nap up. You trying to give her hypertension. You trying to kill that woman. And they asked, how much you got for the special? I got $500,000, and I made them add $1 extra to it. Just to say I got more.
I love the name of the special, though. Wokeish.
Wokeish, yeah.
First of all, I hate the word woke, though. Because I feel like everybody's so woke nowadays, they need some sleep. They're so tired, man.
No, but, woke I think for where we are right now as a people, woke is a good thing. Because I think a lot of people slept for a long time about the state of where we were as minorities in the world.
Barack put us to sleep.
Yeah, because Barack was like, we got a black president, shit is good. No, shit was not good. Right. And when Trump got in office or was headed to the office, all these people coming up, Confederate flags popping up, and you're like, hold up, wait a second. We're still niggas.
Right.
And you was like, and it woke your ass up, and it made you look at, today's world. All of us were working toward a better world again, which is good. It's good to be woke, but in Wokeish, it's like, I'm up, I see things, but I'm not all the way there. Like, it's like Wokeish is like a nigga that went to see Black Panther on the first weekend, but it was a bootleg. So it's like Wokeish, yeah. He don't drink, but he smokes weed.
Now you talk about OJ in the stand-up. Do you see that they're going to put that special out that they've never aired before? It's going to be on
Which
Fox.
one? No.
The one that he did, If I Would Have Did It. Remember he had that book deal detailing if he would have committed that crime.
That is the dumbest book. Now, if I would have killed her, if I would have done it, who does a book like
OJ.
So he has a whole interview that never aired back then, and now it's going to air.
Oh, my God. OJ crazy, man. I'm looking forward to the jokes. As a comedian, bad is good. I love seeing bad because it makes me go, yo, I got something to talk about. Every time I see something ridiculous, I go, oh, that's a new 5 minutes. So I'm looking forward to it.
OJ been providing material since the 90s.
He's the best. Him and Trump. Them niggas ain't going away. Trump and OJ are always going to give you some good jokes. Always.
What's the point of doing a stand-up now for a comedian in this era?
Well, for me personally, I did a special, first of all, because I never did a special. And I want to be, I've in terms of comedy, I've done everything. I've done movies, I've done successful movies. I have like hundreds of millions of dollars of box office. They have international success. I've done television. I'm on my second series that I produced, I wrote, I star in, we created. You know, I'm on my second one, and the one feather in my cap I never had was stand-up, and it was like I skipped a step, and where I'm trying to head, I felt like I gotta humble myself and I gotta start from scratch, because once me and my brother stopped working together, you know, I can't rest on Wayans. We did it. We made a legacy as Wayans. Now I'm sitting there as Marlon, and I'm trying to figure out my identity and who am I, because I want Marlon to one day mean something, like Wayans means something. And so
what?
It does.
Wayans definitely means
no,
something.
but I want, but I want,
like Wayans means
like
something.
Wayans
Okay,
means
got you,
something.
got
I
you.
wanted
Marlon.
my
Okay,
first
got you,
name
got you.
to match my last name. So when you go Marlon Wayans, it means something. As an individual, I had accomplishments. I stood out on my own, and I created me, because coming up in a family full of giants, it's hard to find your identity. And going off and doing movies, everything for me right now, I just wanted to get better. So I did stand-up because I wanted to create point of view and perspective of myself and the world. And so that's going to carry into my movies, into my TV show, and help me as an artist to where my journey is now as Marlon.
Did you approach Netflix, or did they approach you to do Wokeish?
It was kind of mutual. I thought I was like, we put blood in the water, figured out I was my set. I was getting standing ovations. I was touring. I was doing. I felt good, but nobody really knew I did stand up. They'd be like, "Oh, Marlon from from
yeah,
Wayans
I was so hyped
Brothers."
when they said you was coming out. I was like,
Marlon, do he do
yeah.
stand up? And so when I did it, when people came to my show, they'd be like, "Yo, you like funny, you like stand up funny." And I'm like, y'all don't know that it's the same math, but different. So I was like, you know what? I want to show the world, not just like America. I want to show the world. This is on Netflix. It's on worldwide in 190-something countries. Hundreds of millions of people could see it. And so I was like, that's the biggest platform. It's not about the money. It's about the opportunity to showcase what I can do at the highest level. And the money comes later.
And you had Naked on there also. I watched that.
That was a big hit for Netflix. So you see me naked. You see that? No, that was you know what's good about what I'm like? I feel good about the things I'm doing now, because I feel like I'm maturing. I'm kind of putting it all together. You know, it's like my first couple of things about myself, I was ridiculous. Because I like that's a part of me that likes to be absolutely ridiculous. And then there's a part of me that just don't want to give a fuck. And so when I first started, I was just telling people, I don't give a fuck. If I want to hump a stuffed animal, I'm going to fuck it.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm going to fuck 3 of them. You know what? If I'm going to fuck a dog, I'm going to make the dog lick my ass. I don't give a fuck. It's embarrassing. I don't give a fuck. Why'd you do it? Because I fucking wanted to. And I didn't want to hold no bars. But now I'm understanding story. And now I'm respecting the emotion behind the story. And then I could put in the characters that I do. And now I could put it all together and I go, boom, that's who I am as an artist. I'm a guy that can do, and some drama. I can do it all. So showcase all that I can do in this, whatever platforms I do. It's like even on my TV show, I give a lot of comedy, but a little bit of heart. And that shit takes you a long way, because women like heart. Women like story. And so when I did Naked, it was a romantic comedy where it's still ridiculous and I'm still in these situations that's crazy, but I'm doing it for a reason. I'm respectful to the relationship. I get the girl at the end. Brian McKnight sings, and you feel good when you see the movie, and girls is like, see, Marlon, that's the shit you need to be doing. You can fuck the dolls and shit, but like, what's the emotional story behind it?
Ooh.
And so,
just like that post you just did for your wife.
You know, my ex, Ange. You know, I got like almost 100,000.
It was her birthday, and you did the sweetest birthday post.
Yeah.
And people can appreciate that because you guys have such a unique
You
relationship.
learned that from Kevin Hart.
No, No, because here's the thing. Kevin talks about his life like now. He talk about this wife. I love Kev, but I don't see no Tory posts. I love you, Kev, but you don't get many of those posts. That for me, this is me showing love to my ex. And I celebrated. I took her away, took her family, her friends. We had a ball, and you know what? I honor that woman. I love that woman, and for the rest of my life, that's my family. And I hope someone came up to me yesterday in a restaurant. And he said, I love your show, Marlon. And I said, thank you. And he goes, no. Me and my ex-wife, we didn't talk. And I watched that show. And I was like, I want that. So I called her. And we started hanging out. And now we're like best friends. And he said, it changed my life. And he said, I don't know if that story is real, that Marlon. But I said, that's my real life. He goes, man, I thank you so much for that show. And that made me feel good. Yeah.
The reason I said that about Kev, though, because I always see you leave comments. Kev can post the nicest thing about his family, nicest thing about his kids, and you will not let him be great.
Me and Kev ain't shit. Here's the thing. We do that to each other. I put something up. Kev gotta hit me. So for me, it's no holds bars. I'm never gonna, no wife, no kids. It's like Scarface. No wife, no kiss. Don't fuck with the wife. Don't fuck with the kids. Never that. But I'll say something sweet. But then I always got like a joke for him, out of respect, out of love. And we've been doing this since Twitter. Like when Twitter first started, Kev used to call me up. Hey, nigga, we should do a roast. Me and you. I'm gonna get me, you, and Lil Duval. Let's all do a roast together. We gonna light Twitter on fire. And we would do a roast, like us going back and forth for like hours. And so that's just a tradition that we do. Kev don't do it no more. Kev, you be cheap with them followers, boy. You don't want to blaze them out. You a greedy little imp. But we still go back and forth, and it's good in the comedic space. Me and Michael Blackson do it. Me and D-Ray. It's good with your peers and with your friends to make fun and have fun with each other. Kev knows, in times of crisis, I would never blow a spot. I'm always supportive of whatever situation. I got nothing but love. I never come from hate. When people come at me about, hey, look, Kev ain't funny, or Kev, nigga, that motherfucker's doing it at one of the highest levels, and I respect that man. I say it out loud to everybody. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Chappelle. I'm happy for everybody. But you got to be happy because you know what? I don't look at what people do wrong. I look at what people do right. And I try to apply that to my life, and it makes me a better artist, makes me a better person, makes me a better human being.
Well, let's talk about Puritan, because you said that you wouldn't attack him in time of crisis. It was the whole thing with him and Michael Blackson. How'd you feel about that?
I don't know all the details, but I think it was a sensitive time for Kev. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know what Mike said. But see, Mike is like a knuckle brawler. Mike don't have boxing gloves. Blackson don't have timing. This little crazy African is gonna say what he say when he feel like saying it, because he does it with himself. So you just gotta go, man, that's Mike. And once you do that for Kev, it's like, don't get mad about it, And at the time, I think Kev was just going through an actual. It was a bad time to go through.
Crisis period.
Hey, nigga. Hey. Yeah. I've been there.
We've
it ain't fun, But so I had more sensitivity about it. Chappelle, all his friends, But Blackson, I don't think him and Blackson, I think they used to be roommates. Like they cool, they boys. So I hope they heal through it. Don't take it personal. And I don't think sometimes it's not about somebody hating. But sometimes Mike, you can use a little bit more sensitivity. Kev, you at the point try not to be so sensitive. Now you two kiss and make up.
And I like how you said you like
Black and Blacker, y'all get together again.
I like how you said you like to see what's right in a person instead of always focusing on what's wrong. We've had comedians critiquing other comedians, like Faison was up here and said that he thinks Dave Chappelle is whack, which I've never heard.
I love Chappelle. I love Faison, and I love Dave, and I think Faison may have been high. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not insinuating. Maybe somebody put some shit in his coffee. But he had to be high when you say Dave ain't fun. Dave is. I love Faison. We was in Don't Be a Menace together. But Dave is funny. Dave is one of the funniest dudes ever. So you gotta look at Faison like niggas. I don't know, brother. You a little delusional. You had too much sugar today.
Do things like that make people not want to work with other people? Like if Faison says that and people have a certain loyalty to Dave Chappelle, would that make them be like?
I would tell my comedic brothers that if you have a problem with Dave, you should call Dave. And you should go, yo, Dave, I don't like X, Y, and Z. Here's how you give each other notes. Don't air them out in a public forum. You know what I mean? I would tell Faison, when I see Faison, I hope he don't drag me around like the gorilla, drag that little baby in the cage like a Harambe, because I seen him do that to that nigga in the mall. But I would sell him respectfully. You know, you say something like that, that hurts somebody's feelings, because Dave...
That's his whole craft.
It's not only his craft, Dave loves comedians. Mm-hmm. If you know Dave, Dave loves the art of comedy. He respects every comedian. He goes, here's what's funny about this guy. Here's what's funny about that guy. He don't really talk about what he don't like. He goes, it could be better. And he's a very genuinely loving dude. So when people say stuff like that, you hurt somebody's feelings because he's a friend of yours. So you just don't throw that out there because he ain't. No. You have to be respectful because your friend is listening. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with Monique. You get your money, but you ain't got to out other people or compare yourself to this, because you hurt other people's feelings. If you just called and be like, yo, Dave, how did you get $20 million? Dave will go, all right, nigga, well, sit down, get a pen. I'll tell you how to do it. Right. Because he's not a hater like that. Right. So I always say, don't air each other out. Call each other, because I'm going to tell you something beautiful about white people. White people call each other. They pick up the phone. They'll argue on the phone, and at the end, they'll pick it up again and go, hey, I got this deal that we should do together. Mm-hmm. Brothers, we get all mad, we air it out, and we don't, that's why we burn bridges. Right. We don't build bridges. We have to build bridges, not burn them. When you burn them, they don't burn them. They keep their cities popping. We burn our bridges. I don't do that. I don't ever want to do that, and I'm never going to be that guy that sits there. If I got a problem with somebody, I'll either call them and talk to them or whatever. And I'm all love, and I suggest everybody else be love. So I would say, hey, if y'all got a problem, call Dave. He'll pick up the phone sometime. Just throw a smoke signal. Call his manager. Get in touch. He'll talk to you. But don't air him out because that man worked real hard. There's a man that walked away from $50 million to come back and get $150. But you know how hard it is to walk away from $50 million?
No, I don't.
I don't know.
I would never. I would do all kind of slave movies. I'd do sequels. $50 million, nigga, enslave in space.
Slave.
But you gotta have respect, and Dave's one of the giants in the industry. Faison's a friend. He's funny as hell. Monique is funny as hell. I want everybody to get their money, man, and we gotta call each other and go, how do you get there? You don't need to air it out.
So that's how you got your 15 from Netflix? Because you called Dave?
You know what's funny? For me, I looked at it and was like, for me, it's not about the money.
Right.
Mm. The money comes, and there's no denying when it comes. You got to go out there and go, there's a difference between value and worth. Mm. Your value is what they want to pay you. Your worth is what you feel like they need to be paying you. And see, we all got the ego, and the ego sits there and talk to you and go, nigga, I did that $750 million a box office. They should be paying me. I should get, no, I've been around longer than. The ego would tell you all this negative shit to make you not do the deal. See, you quell that ego, put him in the closet, and you go, what is my value at this point? Okay, now I'm going to go rock this, and I'm going to become so fucking huge that one day there'll be no question when I get my 20, my 25, my 30, my 50, whatever that price is, when I'm selling out the Garden 5 times, when I'm selling out Staples Center, when I'm putting asses in the seat, when my box office and people was lined up like they used to be lined up like Eddie Murphy movies, like roaches looking for with breadcrumbs. When I got that, there's no denying they're going to pay you your money. Or if they don't, you got to do what Dave did. Dave said, I'm not waiting. I'm filming my own specials. They came to him and was like, hey, Dave, what do you got? He goes, I got these specials I filmed. Okay, how much you want for them? Oh. And that's how he got it.
By
Two of them
He
were
did them
years
by
ago.
himself.
They were years ago.
That man made his own project. So Monique called Dave. Go, Dave, how did you do it? Well, Monique, I filmed them myself.
Yeah.
You did? How much did that cost you? And he would give you the information. Now, you can't call this nigga and get the information.
That was the best advice, is to film it yourself. And
Yes.
Now, let's talk about this. Your name came up the other day because we were talking about reboots. Martin's possibly coming back with the reboot.
Yes.
They're talking about maybe the Fresh Prince is going to do a Fresh Princess. People were calling in saying shows they would love to see come back. Somebody said the Wayans brothers. Of course, people always say in Living Color. What do you think about all these reboots coming from those shows?
I think what people are missing is the nostalgia of the 90s and the physicality of the 90s. See, everybody for comedy right now, everybody's thinking comedy. It's one single camera. There's no laugh track. You don't know like what's really like popping off funny. There's no audience. There's a bunch of writers sitting in respect because it's a different form of comedy. So it's the intellectualization of comedy. You go, oh, that's funny. And you got to think. And you don't sit at home cracking up. You just go, oh, that's funny. But when you watch a sitcom and you hear a live audience, like when I'm on my show and I hear an audience, there's 300 people there that I know when a joke lands, I know when it don't. I know when I'm doing something hilarious because I hear this. I hear this. I hear thunderous laughter and it makes me do more. I know when I did something sweet because they go, oh. That's the stuff that people stop washing the dishes and watch. The I Love Lucy's, the Martins, the Wayans brothers, because we had laughter, live laughter from the audience, simple story with people that was willing to do whatever to get the laughs. And remember, sitcom went away for a long time as a medium. Oh, sitcoms, that's old school. When I did my show, I was Marlon. I was like, yo, I want a sitcom. You want a sitcom? Why don't you do a single camera? I don't want that. Even the award shows, they don't give no love to sitcoms. Every now and then, a sitcom will get something. They don't put a lot of actors up for sitcom Emmys, and no, it's all single camera because that was the genre. But the business of of 4-camera comedy, sitcoms will always be great, and people are coming back to the TV now to go, oh, that audience, that laugh track, I need that. It's dope. People love the show because they know it's funny. People are laughing. They go, sometimes people go, oh, you got that laugh track. Nigga, I ain't got no laugh track. That's motherfuckers in the audience cracking up at shit that I'm coming up with right there on the fly because I'm excited to have the audience in front of me. And my writers, we can't hide behind what joke you think is funny. When you throw a joke out there and the audience goes, nah, man. We got to beat that. Yo, everybody, Craig, Chris, let's all get together. All right, that joke didn't work. And in that moment, boom, I got it. And right there, I do a riff. And then you get that laughter and you go, all right, cool. Now we can edit this together and make it dope. So there is no hiding behind what you think is funny. The audience is the X factor. And I think that's why everybody wants the sitcoms to come back because it's with the live audience. It's, Will, Martin, all of us, we was physical. We didn't give a shit. Mm-hmm. We was fly. We had we was pop culture. We had the gear on, the Mecca, the Jordans. We was fly. So I think they want that nostalgia back on TV in that way live.
I like people just creating new things. I like Marlon. I like Blackish. I like Atlanta, Insecure. Like I want to see the new stuff.
But if you could see the mature version like Martin, right? Where are you now? You can't go back and do Martin the way Martin was. Martin, I don't know if he can be that. Martin was so physical.
He ain't aged though.
He ain't aged, but I'm tell you right now, you getting them 50s, boy, them bones be hurting.
Another reason I like laugh tracks because I was watching Atlanta the other night and I only laughed once, but the only reason I only laughed out loud once was because I know that's something I gotta really pay attention to. If you laugh, you'll you probably miss the next beat. Right. Laugh tracks help you just stay with the beat
with the rhythm because they hold for the laugh, and then when they start back up the dialogue. Yeah, it's different. And Atlanta's a dope show. All these single cameras, anybody black or white or comedy, anybody that's doing it, I respect it. Mm-hmm. I respect it. I respect all genres, and I applaud it. But sometimes I just defend, the genres that I'm in because I think people sleep on sitcom, and I think it's a beautiful art form that people have kind of slept on for a while, and I'm glad to see the resurgence. You know what I mean?
As a family, do y'all debate where y'all are ranked? Because you said you want to be known as Marlon, but what, do y'all debate where y'all are ranked?
None of us. I don't compete with my brothers. I can't compete with my brothers. My brothers are giants to me. Those are you know what the beauty of what my life is that I grew up in a house. Everybody talk about their idols and their legends, and you understand that I had the gift of growing up in the house with my idols, legends, my brothers that was doing it. I used to watch. Damon used to take me and Sean when we was 8, 9 years old, put us on a train, and we go to Boston to watch him do stand-up all weekend long. We just sit in the crowd, and he put us on the train, and we'd watch him do stand-up. Keenan flew us out to Living Color, to I'ma Get You Sucker, and we was on the set at 11 and 12, just being crazy, being extras. We grew up watching the process of learning to do it. And now it's funny because I can actually execute that, but I would never want to compete with my brother. They go, who's the funniest? You'll never hear any of us go, I am. No, we always go, my mother. Because first of all, I'm not going to be pit up against my brother. I love him, and we are all funny in a different way. There's something great about each and every one of us. We're all equally as funny. We're just different, whatever your flavor is. But everybody works just as hard. Everybody puts all their time and effort and energy into this craft. And we did a tour, me, Sean, Damon, and Keenan. We got 5 standing ovations in one every night. 5 standing ovations. Everybody went on. I went on first, standing ovation. Sean went on second, standing ovation. Damon, and everybody had to work for that standing ovation. Then we switched. And then at the end, we all came on stage together and did a bit, and it was really funny, and they gave us another standing ovation. That's my family. We are all dope and different. It's the same thing with comedians. If me, Chappelle, Ra, Kev, all of us go on one night and one show, we're all so different. You go, I like each and every one of them. But
you feel a little bit of healthy competition. Like,
no.
I gotta never?
No, my competition is me. This whole journey that I've been going on by myself was never to go, I'm going to be the best Wayans. No, this was something that happened. We did the tour, and we was at this place where I wanted to do stuff, and Sean wanted to do his own thing, and Ken everybody wanted to do their own thing. And I was sitting there going, okay, so I gotta find who's Marlon. I never had time to go, who's Marlon? Because I was always busy helping to be a Wayans and wanting to be a Wayans. But when that lonely moment comes of, all right, well, who are you? That's the thing that kicks you in the ass and puts you on a stage, makes you start writing scripts, makes you go, if I did a sitcom for 100 shows, what would it be? My life. What is my life? What is my thoughts? Me and Sean, we did our life growing up as brothers, as Wayans brothers. That relationship we can do anytime, anywhere. And I'm telling you, after this Marlon journey is done, we gonna do Wayans again. Damon, Keenan, we gonna do Wayans again. Sean, we gonna do it again. You know, and you asked if I would do like Wayans Brothers again on Netflix. I'll do that. 10 episodes of Marlon. I'll do 10 episodes of Wayans Brothers on Netflix. I'll do that because I love my brother.
John Witherspoon ain't getting no younger.
John like money so much he'll be in the coffin right like that with the white shoes on.
That's another thing Faison said when he was here. He said he feel like the Wayans, Keenan, Damon, they don't get the respect they deserve. Like, we should be holding them up as kings of comedy. And I'm like, who doesn't? I thought we do.
You know, we don't. I think that some people just don't know. You know what I mean? But if you talk to Dave will tell you, man, if it wasn't for Living Color, man, they helped me so much on Chappelle's show. Or, you know, Damon, man, I used to watch Damon, and Damon was like a hero of mine. Or I was talking to Chris the other night. He goes, you know who's dope? Your brother Damon. I used to watch Damon go on stage, and we talked about Damon, and, you know, we talk about Keenan, and everybody who loves comedy or is in comedy, they do hold my family to especially my brothers Damon and Keenan and Kim, and for that show, and they do. But the audience, you know, this is a new audience. They don't know In Living Color unless they Google it.
Right.
They don't know Damon's great stand-up specials. They don't know about Handyman. They don't know that, you know, about even like White Chicks and these things like that. They don't know that. And we don't do it to be the greatest family ever. We gonna be the geniuses. We just do it because we love it. It makes us smile to make people smile. It helps heal us with the pains in our life. And we just do this and express it because, we love it. And how lucky are we that we love it? And one day when it's all said and done, you don't sit there and go, I'm the greatest, I'm a legend, I'm a GOAT. No, you do the work. And the audience will tell you what you was when you're gone. I want to do material that's what's going to make me live forever. Right. If I do a sitcom that's so funny, 100 episodes, I don't want a bad episode. I tell my writers all the time, no, this is not good. I know, but it's funny. It's funny. No, it's not funny enough. I want classic. For me, why you work so hard on tape night? Because when I die, this is what people will have to remember me. Mm-hmm. I'm leaving behind smiles. That's my legacy. When I do my stand-up and I do my special, I want to do some bullshit out there. I want to do the best that I can at that moment, and then I want to grow and evolve, but I want to leave it all on the stage. I'm sweating. I'm drenching. My shirt, D-Ray said, you sweat so much on stage, your shirt is melting. I am. You know why? Because I'm working. Some people go, you trying too hard. Yes, motherfucker, I am. Because that is comedy. I ain't easy with it. And that's not my style. And if you don't like it, you ain't got to watch it. But one day, you'll come around, or if you don't, you'll see your kids laugh, and they'll go, did I miss something? Yeah, you did. You're so busy hating that he was so busy, and he was so busy being great, and you missed it.
You sweat a lot here at the Breakfast Club.
I do. Y'all think I'm on drugs, man. I ain't on drugs.
He talks about this all the
vitamins,
time.
Man. I sweat. I wear velour, nigga, velour. I got an expensive watch on. I don't know if niggas gonna rob me outside. I sweat, man. I
just
sweat.
have to tell you, I did have the pleasure of sitting next to Marlon Wayans on a flight once.
Drunk as shit.
And he acts like this all the time. He was simulating sex in his seat like this. He had to speed up. Everybody was looking at us.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, man.
We had a good. He's
you can't
always
be doing
like
stuff
this
like
stuff.
that in the Me Too times up era.
No, you know what?
He's by himself.
You can. You can. Here's the thing. Notice that you don't hear shit about my family. We don't do it for that. We're not lascivious dudes. We're just not that way. That's not our culture. There's all these Wayanses, man, with love. A girl, I give her advice. I don't give you advice because I want some pussy. Right. I give you advice because I want you to be great. Now, if you want to throw that at me sooner or later, all right, sure, I'll take some. But I'm not giving you the advice for it.
Right.
And I don't need to. That's just not where our heart is wired. We're not wired that way. I watch my brother Keenan make everybody on In Living Color great. Every conversation that Keenan's had with any woman or any dude has always been empowering. I've seen him sit down with Jada Pinkett and talk to her about how to do her business and how to grow as an artist. I've seen him sit with J-Lo. I've seen him from her being a dancer to go, here's what's great about her. Keenan, but here's what's great about you, Marlon. Sean, learn to write. Here's what the books you need to get.
Right.
So we grew up in a culture that my brother constructed for us that came from generosity that was empowering. It wasn't like, hey, if you give me some, I'll get you something. No, Keenan was like, here's all the tools that you need to build a rocket. Now, all you got to do is put it together. If you're willing to do that work, it can happen for you. You can be in great. So Keenan empowered every female that worked with him. And yes, he was a very attractive guy, but he was his intentions was always pure, and I learned that from Keenan. So that's the culture that we carry forward.
I think that's great. I know Marlon has to go this.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I want to see a Wayans brothers documentary, like how they did the Defiant ones with Dre and Jimmy. I want to see something like that.
Because y'all have some great footage. I'm sure you have things we've never seen before.
Yeah, I would love to. Maybe that'd be dope.
Because the story needs to be told.
Yeah, one day. I just got, it's kind of hard to getting all of us on the same page. I see why Lionel Richie keep going back and forth with what's the name of that group, the Commodores. Because you getting niggas to agree on stuff. I see why Bobby Brown keep leaving the New Edition. I get it. It's hard.
You ain't seen all the Wu-Tang together.
No, it's hard.
Yeah.
So one day though.
Is there anything else we should know about that you have coming up?
I got Wokeish. Please watch my special. You can hit me on Instagram at Marlon Wayans, Twitter at Marlon Wayans, Snapchat. Watch it.
It's
out right now.
Came out,
and y'all can talk about
like
it.
Go
watch it.
Okay.
Hit me up. Let me know what you think. Hit me. Y'all got my info. Hit me up. Let me know y'all opinion. Twitter, they lighten me up. They loving it, and it feels so good. I mean, it's my first special, and they even like they're like, oh, it's great, and I'm like, yo, it's my slow up. It's my first one, you know, and respects to everybody that watched it, even the ones that's hating, which is rare. It's all been love. It's scary. I be looking at my Twitter like, what? Well, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to people like loving shit. So the last couple of things I've been doing, my show, Naked, the Wokeish, I'm like, it's the maturation of myself as Marlon, as an artist. So it feels good. So please check it out. Hit me on let me know how you like it. And read all the pictures I got up, like the last 20, and read my timeline on Instagram and Twitter, and you'll see everybody's like, yo, this shit is like hilarious, and I'm glad they feeling it.
And when's season 2 of Marlon?
Season 2 of Marlon should be premiering, I think, in April or May. We're filming right now, so April, May will be on this April and May, 10 episodes. So if you haven't watched Marlon, make sure you watch it. Go to NBC, get the NBC app, or go to Amazon, and you can watch it for $2 each episode. Watch them, and then let me know. It's a show that you watch, and it becomes an addiction.
I love Brescia, man. She's a star.
I tell her that all the time. She be sitting in my kitchen sometime, and I be lighting her up because once again, it's that Keenan in me. I talk to Brescia, I talk to Diallo, I talk to Essence, I talk to them because I talk to their hearts, because I talk to their spirit. Because for me, if this is the greatest thing you do, I failed. What are you gonna be after this? That's gonna make me feel like I did something. I see my boy Sidney Castillo, who's writing on my show, who now he tours with me, and I see him starting to get his wheels up on him. Hollywood's starting to call him up, and that makes me feel good because I don't surround myself with slouches. I believe in the best version of you. My boy Mitch, who's writing on my TV show now, who's writing on the Emmys and doing on my nephew Craig. I believe in people. I believe in the best in people. And Brescia Webb is a star, a superstar. It's one day they all gonna know. Tiffany Haddish. I knew Tiffany was going to be somebody. I put on this show, Funny as Wins.
I remember that.
I knew it. I knew that girl was, you know, I see it. We have that eye. And that show was designed for me to tell them how to be the best them. I don't know if this show is just the beginning. This is your alpha. Your omega is endless. It never stops. So I'm proud of Tiffany. I'm proud of everybody a conversation I had. People hit me on Instagram. They DM me, how do you write? And I give them 5 books they should read. I'm always generous like that, man. So I see the great in everybody. So y'all be great. Check out Wokeish. Hope I'm great too.
Marlon Wayans,
That
y'all.
was inspirational this morning.
Always.
Ha! Preacher Marlon.